Anxiety is more than worry. It is much more than worry. Anxiety is defeating. It defeats the success story of an individual. An anxious mind cannot recall data, nor can it absorb data. Anxiety happens when you leave the present moment and you go into the future. Now you're scared of the future and you tell yourselves the different and the many stories with which you can be failed or with which you can be defeated. I am asking you to live in the present, in this moment, and when you take things under your control, you are in a lot more stable state. And anxiety can be a killer most of the times. Students write to me on YouTube, they write to me on email, and they send me messages on Instagram saying that, "Sir, I'm anxious. Sir, we are anxious about the examinations which is going to come now." I am telling you, anxiety happens when you do not do what needs to be done in the present moment. Imagine if you did the assignments, did the homework, completed the books, read the concepts, practiced the sums, and did everything that needs to be done on a daily basis. Would you be anxious when you look into the future, when you look at situations where you'll be tested in the future? Will you be anxious? No, right? You are anxious because you've not done what needs to be done. And now you have a reason why you've not done it. You would say time nahi hai, you would say college tha, you would say practicals tha, you would blame it on different things and escape taking responsibility of what needs to be done. And it is obvious, sometimes we are all anxious. I'm anxious. Right now in this moment before facing this camera, I'm a little anxious. I don't know whether the content will come out well, whether it will be received well. I'm anxious too. But what do you do in these moments when you're anxious? My teacher taught me this and I'm going to share this with you. For those of you who were following me on Instagram would have seen that I was at the University of California, Santa Cruz. And this is what I learned there. Every time, every moment when one is anxious, it's very simple. All you have to do at that time is to slow down. Slow down whatever you're doing, and that's the time when you take a pause. You break from everything that you're doing. You slow down, you take a break, you pause, and you breathe. Anxiety creeps in when you've stopped being aware of your breath and you've stopped breathing consciously. And that's a good time, Robert tells, to slow down, to pause, to breathe. And once you do these 3 stages, you automatically come into the present. Try that with me right now. Slow down whatever you're doing. Pause every bit of thing that you're doing and just breathe. Breathe consciously and you see how you come into the present moment. Sometimes sitting in the examination center, sometimes doing things which are tough, challenging and competing with you. And that's a good moment to slow down things, to pause and to breathe. Because that's the very moment when you will come in the present moment. And when you come in the present moment, there is no stress. When you come in the present moment, there is no anxiety, because anxiety is out of the present zone. If you ask yourself, what are your goals? If you ask yourself, why are these goals my goals? If these are your original goals because you believe in them, if these are your goals because you want to contribute to them, tell me, where is anxiety and why will anxiety come in? Sometimes we are working and fighting for a goal which is not originally ours. Sometimes we are working hard for a goal which we are not happy working. These are the times when anxiety comes in because we question certain aspects of our life. I want to ask you this. Is what you're working for your own originally? Are you happy working for what you're working for? Then what's your excuse not to do what needs to be done in the present moment? What's your reason that you're anxious more than many times? So curiosity is good. Anxiety is not good. It's good to look into the future and see, oh, exam aane wala hai and I'm curious to know what is going to happen. But anxiety is defeating. Anxiety is negative. Anxiety will kill you. Curiosity is great. Embrace curiosity. Ask yourself what I'm doing, is it right? And ask yourself, am I doing everything that needs to be done? And if you're doing everything that needs to be done, you've kicked anxiety on its butt. Write to me and tell me, how did you like this video? Write to me and tell me, did it help you? Write to me and tell you, what have you done at times and situations when you were anxious? It's good that if you were never, or it's even good if you don't recollect the times that you were anxious. Well, I'm waiting to read your comments.